Hi guys! Today we're at Edisto Beach in South Carolina. Have you ever heard of Edisto Beach? It's not one of the most well-known beaches here around Charleston, but it's for sure one of the secret ones.
Edisto Beach is the secret garden of islands in Charleston. It's got the most affordable real estate and the slowest pace. So if you want that true Robinson Crusoe deserted island feel, you'll find it here at Edisto.
And if you're looking for a second home around Charleston and you don't want to quite spend double-digit millions, then you can look at Edisto Beach. We're actually here now today in one of our listings, which is under $1 million. And this is the view, guys. It's really amazing.
That's right, you can still get a second row beach house for under $1 million on Edisto. That is not the case anywhere else in Charleston. Now, Edisto is a little more than an hour away from Charleston, and that's why you get this reduced price to entry on this island. But the extra distance actually keeps the busy tourist crowds off of Edisto. So if you want a richer, slower vacation memory, a home where you can actually relax and own without the stress, Edisto Beach is going to be your favorite beach.
Yes. Today, we're gonna tell you more about Edisto Beach. We're gonna cover the lifestyle, the real estate, the restaurant, and the life that you could have if you were to own a home here on the island. Let's get started. Let's go.
Come on.
If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living in Charleston, South Carolina, and specifically today on Edisto Beach, then subscribe below and tap the notification bell so you can be the first one to know about the current market in Charleston, South Carolina.
My name is Paul Smith, and this is my beautiful wife, Julia, and together we run the Paul Smith Real Estate Team. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making their move to Charleston, South Carolina, and we absolutely love it.
Whether you're moving here in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. All of the information is in the description below, so we can help you make a smooth move to Charleston, Summerville, Mount Pleasant, West Ashley, Aloe Palms, everywhere in Charleston, South Carolina.
So where exactly is this secret beach? Edisto Beach is located 45 miles south of Charleston and is one of South Carolina's largest barrier islands. The drive out to Edisto embodies what you actually get when you get to Edisto Beach because the roads are draped with live oak trees, peaceful, not a car in sight typically, and you can enjoy an occasional fruit stand, locally made jellies, jams, and breads, and grab a watermelon on your way to enjoy Edisto Beach.
So what would it look like if you were to purchase here on Edisto and make this your primary home or maybe your secondary home to escape the cold winters of the north? Now here in Edisto, all year round the temperatures are really nice. The spring is beautiful. The temperature ranges from the 60s to the upper 70s and the humidity is still pretty low. It's a great time to explore the island and bike around and enjoy the beach right before the summer crowds arrive. The summers are hot and pretty humid with temperatures around 80 and 90 degrees, but really there is always this breeze that you can feel here that makes it a little better when you're here in the summer, so it's definitely a place to enjoy. Fall is one of the best times to be on Edisto, where the temperatures drop back in the 70s and the crowd thins out and the water is still warm enough for swimming way well into October. Fall is really the locals' favorite time of the year. The winter is really mild, with temperature around the 50s and the 60s. It never would probably drop under the 50s, so definitely not cold enough for snow to happen here.
Edisto Beach is home to a beautiful golf course, the Plantation Course, and you can get a membership to this course for a $3,000 initiation fee and $305 monthly for a family membership. Now, what do you get for that? Well, the good news is that the Plantation Course actually has a sister course, the Links at Stono Ferry. With your membership at the Plantation Course, you get unlimited play, discounts at their pro shop, and you only need to pay for the golf cart rental to get you through your 18 holes. Your cart rental for 18 holes is $18, and your cart rental for 9 holes is $12. Now, if you're not an avid golfer and you just want to play as you go, 18 holes is $101, and 9 holes is $58. The course was fully renovated in 2006 and is still in great shape today. So what does it cost to buy on Edisto Beach? Well, in the last 12 months, the highest priced property that sold on Beachfront was $2.8 million and around 3,200 square feet. That comes in right at $854 a square foot for that type of property. Now, the average price point across the entire island is $680 a square foot in the last 12 months, with the lowest price per square foot coming in at $414 and the highest price per square foot coming in at $1,082. So it's safe to assume that if you have a specific square foot in mind that you would like, simply multiply that times $680 and you'll come up with what it will typically cost to purchase that square footage for yourself. Now, the least expensive property that sold on Edisto Beach was only $560,000. Gosh, don't you wish you and I knew about that? That was the one that closed at $414 a square foot, and it was only 1,325 square feet, but gosh, what a deal. There are still deals to be had out on Edisto Beach where you can get a good house for beneath that $800,000 price point. If you'd like more information about what's on market and what might be off market, go ahead and reach out to us. Our contact information is in the description below. What we're going to look at right now is single family detached homes that are not in an HOA, because you do have some options back on the golf course that are within an HOA, and we'll talk about those in a second. What attracts people to Edisto Beach is that it's one of the last beaches that is not developed and renovated like all these other beaches that have mansions after mansions built. You'll find quaint little beach cottages like the one we're at on Second Row, where you feel like you step back in time to the 60s and 70s, and it's a slower pace. Is there a home telephone in this house? There could be on Edisto. Okay, let's talk about the golf community, Ocean Ridge, on the backside of the island. This is a gated community, and the average price point back in this area is $675,000, so it's actually pretty affordable. However, the average size of the homes are coming in right at 1,500 square feet, so you're going to get something that is smaller and more efficient at that price point. Average price per square foot comes in at $446 a square foot within Ocean Ridge, and of course you get the golf course community. Now, there's an HOA out there, and it's $231 per quarter, so if that's going to go up soon, just expect to spend about $1,000 a year to be a part of the HOA within Ocean Ridge. All right, it's getting windy out here, but it feels great. What does it take to own on Edisto Beach? The average price point out here, compared to all the other beaches like Isle of Palms at $3.2 million, the average price point out here is only $1.25 million in the last 12 months. You also have the opportunity to purchase properties much less than that, around the $700,000 or $800,000 price point, if you're patient and you'd like to keep an eye on the island over a year to 18 months.
One of the best things about Edisto Beach is all of the things that you can do without the noise and the chaos of every other beach island. Here is all about nature, simplicity, and enjoying the slower pace of the island.
So what do people actually do here, Julia?
First of all, nature lovers here can enjoy the National State Park. That is great for hiking and biking, and people can really feel immersed in this nature here on Edisto Beach. Fishing also is huge here. You can fish straight from the beach, or you can go to the pier and fish, or even you can go out on a boat and deep fish. So if you're a fishing lover, here is a good spot for you. All around there is a lot of local shops and farmers market, but you can also hit the town and go on the few restaurants and bars that have great seafood and amazing dining options. So there's
and
a lot.
Don't forget the amazing views.
Of course. There's a lot of choices here for you.
You don't want to miss the Jungle Shopping Center, and this is where you can have so much fun. There's so much to offer. They've got Three Gulls Creamery, and this ice cream shop feels like you stepped back in time to the 1950s. It's so cool. And they've got tons of ice cream flavors, all are Hershey. And they even have a small area where you can get some candy, and then an outdoor area where you can enjoy your ice cream on those hot summer days. And also in the Jungle Shopping Center is Marsh Moon Cafe. So you've got your coffee shop and a place to enjoy coffee on the mornings that you're in town on. And then you've got Tortuga Mexican food, and every place needs a good Mexican restaurant, right? Well, this is it. And then just up the street, you have McConkey's Jungle Shack, and this is a great beach bar that has that tropical feel. They've got outdoor seating, indoor seating. If it's a little bit bad weather, they can drop plastic windows down so that you can eat inside, but it kind of feels like you're outside. They've got a back area with toys for kids to play, and a little secret back bar as well where you can get some drinks while the kids are playing around there. Now, across the street from McConkey's is the Jungle Road Park, and this park has a playground. It has views across the marsh, benches to sit, and this is close enough to the Jungle Shopping Center where you can get your coffee and ice cream, Mexican food, and enjoy it at the park right across the street. Edisto is such a sleepy place that you can really just walk freely, even on the main thoroughfares, the roadways that take you through. So don't miss this little pocket of commercialization on the backside of the island. And then if you go to the front side of the island, you have Coots Bar and Grill. And this bar has an entrance through a gift shop. So a very unique entrance where you walk through all the gifts. There's signs that direct you to it, but you kind of feel like you're going into a beachy speakeasy, if you will. You go around the corner and you are met with massive views through 3 sides of windows looking out at the Atlantic Ocean. This is the most spectacular views you can get while enjoying a beer or a tropical drink, a pina colada, at any place on Edisto. And then if you walk out the door, you are on their own pierhead, looking out of the ocean, hearing the seagulls, feeling the wind. And it is an incredible place to eat a meal, enjoy a drink, and then head back to the beach house that you've just bought with our team. So Edisto has everything that you'd want within walking distance on the beach.
The Edisto driving range is so cool. You feel like you stepped back in time to the 1950s because all it is a little wooden shed with a lot of golf balls, and it's the honor system. It's $5 per bucket of balls, and you just come out here, you put it in a slot in this shed, and you grab a bucket and you hit a ball. They even have clubs for you, so if you didn't bring them, you can just grab one of these used clubs and crack a ball. Let's do it. If you want to play golf with me, give me a shout. I play.